Gentlemen, ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuku who was, or should I say, welcome back to What If Zuku was like cursor or cursed. So where we left off. Sorry, this video, this is like second time recording this because first one it was a little bit of an interruption and a little bit loud volume thing. So now we're back on schedule. So now where we left off, Zuko saved Asashi's life and talks to him and making Asashi feel good about, like, Zuko isn't blaming him. He blamed the others. And he said 4 words of, "I love you, Dad." And then, yeah, that broke Asashi's, like, suicide thing as he, like, walks up to Zuko. And sorry if things are a little bit quiet because, yeah. So Zuko, or so then All Might was jumping from one building to the other and found Asashi and him or found Asashi and Zuko talking on a as a All Might thing. Some of them are like would been upset, but hearing their conversation about the he is trying to hang on to little human inside of him. So yeah, so Zuko ends up telling Asashi that he understands that it wasn't your fault. And yeah. So All Might comes in and like, because All Might saw what he could do. And so he starts kicking at Zuko, like punching him around. But Zuko is like stopping his attacks as he tells All Might that he actually says the name of the person that gave All Might the One for All quirk. Because she was actually, let's just say, not all of his, like, corrupted soul was corrupted. There was a little piece of him that was left. And who was the one that was sheltering it? Like fighting against his negative side? Was her. Yeah. She was, like, her spirit went into his body to save himself from himself. Because his corruption was, if he was fully corrupted, then he would have probably killed anyone who looks at him. As All Might was caught off guard by it. As Zuko looks at him, says, "Yeah, you think I'm gonna lie to you? Nope. She's right inside my body. She's protecting what I have left of my innocent side from getting corrupted. Because as with so much hatred dragging me to the soulless person, I wanted someone, or my innocent child self wanted to be saved from the clutches of my own anger. Because no one, only two people that do know what my pain is. Lady Nunhan and your master, the one that gave you One for All. She told me about that she gave you One for All. And you probably only gave it to someone more worthy. As All Might is shocked by this. As, through his own mind, he thinks that he's blushing, but of his tone of voice is dead silent. As he walks up slowly, as he puts his finger on All Might's forehead, and sees he was speaking the truth. And in this alternate timeline, there's a kid that could remove negative parts from anyone else's body. And plus, because Zuko has 0, he could absorb all that negative. It's basically like yin and yang. So Zuko and the pro hero, so All Might says, "You need some help. You're in pain, but you hide it behind that smile." Now we understand why you kill those villains in the first place. Yes. I had nothing against them, but the Quark Doctor and All for One one was for personal need. Okay? And number 2, is and for protecting you, All Might. So yeah, Zuko was he is trying to get his mind off of the cursed part of his. So What does they do? Well, that's easy. They actually do something really stupid. So, one of the pro heroes had a power to, like, take curses away. He wants to be just like what. So, basically, All Might asked him, as the, of course, now, like in the morning, his body got up by itself. He's still asleep, so he had his eyes closed as the, because she was in control of his body, because she wasn't corrupted at all. She was trying to protect her friend, or she was trying to protect people from, yeah, so Zuko, as everyone, as the one of the pro heroes walks in, as all the pro hero, or all the students are like, wants to get his autograph and all that stuff. It's the same one that I told you about, the one that could take away curses, the power of curse. So it won't. So Zuko, or so when he puts his hand on Zuko's head, as it was painful. Oh, because as the corrupt soul went back to his innocent self, it's like him absorbing the. It's like the guy absorbing the negative out of his body. Honey, as yeah, Zuko was human. He was the most powerfulest person in the entire world. Sorry about that. So, yeah, he was the most powerfulest person in the entire universe. And now the power of the curse has been lifted off of him. And now, because he was just a victim of humans, of the greedy humans. So there was no charges against him because they know that even before, like at night, like every night, when he was corrupted, the Grim Reaper comes out of nowhere. But instead of like slicing him, he says, "There's only one man in this town that you will become immortal, or you have to kill him." Takes his soul away from his body, and then only you have the immortality inside your body. You will never die. You will never age ever again. I promise. As a Grim Reaper says that. So he did what he did. he killed all for one. Because he killed the corrupted soul of a, or let's say a villain that was, yeah. So now his body evolved. So now he has, so minus the curse, because someone actually removed his curse, so he has infinity, zero, multiverse, limit, so it fusing 4 of them together, and plus with his fire or elemental manipulation, he became the one who saves all. So there was no limit to his power. Yeah. So basically, he is now one of the that saves humans. He doesn't age. He doesn't die. He does nothing. Or yeah. So Zuko's memories return back to his plus the everyone, so the soul thing, like his own, he had the blessing soul of, like, bless him with the all that. So yeah, so Zuko could been like this man the entire years, and when it, like, yeah, so his power level is over insane amount, as he says at night, as now he's free from the cursed self, or like his power of the curse version, or the you actually see on top of your screen. Yeah, so Zuko wants to now, or he is now got accepted to Class 1A. Because there was no criminal charges against him. Because it was, as they made a new rule or law, that if your son is quirkless, you do not on, like, just go for the quirked kid. You have to inherit both. If you had a quirked or non-quirked, you don't get rid of them. Treat them in the family. Emily. Yeah. So now quirkless and quirks are now living in peace and harmony, because and they also made a new rule of don't lie to, or not new, but they enforced the law of don't lie to the people, or yeah. So yeah. So one of the Class 1B students heard that, because I don't know why, but she really likes spooky stuff. So he became spooky for almost past 18 years. So you know which person I'm talking about? Sorry about that. And yeah. So Zuko so this one, Rinko loves spooky stuff. Because he walks up to him like before class started, like before, and she's like snuck right in and to ask him out on a date because she heard of his like curse side, and plus what she heard from others that the that he is now immortal, so he can never age, he can never die. And so then Rinko is like, this is my perfect chance thing inside her head. But she could die before him because he could live a really long time. So, yeah. So, basically, I'm saying, like, he is now. Sorry. He is now basically. He gets asked out. And he goes on a date with her. And she became. Hold on, give me a moment to actually find the stupid thing. Here we go. He became her boyfriend. Then they got married during 19. And yeah, so they got married and had 6 kids. Yeah. And of course, with her, she wants to, because all those kids are now immortal, so they all like can and become, or so she would be so she enjoys it. And she says, I'll show you the human contact. And she does the deed again to him. Like, basically, yeah. When I say when he's doing the deed, or when they're doing the deed, I'm not going to say it because it's too inappropriate for YouTube to handle. So, yeah. So then, Rinko was like, can't imagine her digestive tract, man. So then, after all that stuff, goes on, she had 3 groups of 6 kids. Or no, 4. 12 boys and 12 girls. Yeah. So basically, 4 or so all of them had the power of it. So yeah. So now this is the actual goodbye. I don't know why my phone just decided to like stop itself, because probably it's stupid and I don't know why, and I do not here. So yeah. And if you guys want me to do a fill-in parts, I'll just tell me in the comments, like, please give us a fill-ins on it. because you guys need to be responsible for it. Like, fill in your own, like, parts of it. Like, if you want, heck, Zuko could just come or use his own version of curse, but he won't get corrupted by his own version. And, or, yeah. So now, this is now going to be a talk to, So, I was thinking about making a derpy what if. What I mean by derpy, it means like derp. Like bloopy moments. And ones. Because that's, I think, that you guys need to, like, I would do like a custom what if that would have bunch of the robot girls, like robots that does like something dumb to like the creators and the other people. I have these things planned out in my head, but I needed to script them out. So yeah. So if you guys are enjoying this what if, yeah, and so let's go dive right into this part of the. So now, ready? So there was. Hold on, let me find the picture of a certain person. This girl was like, she was bored at like, because her parents left her at home to go like shopping for stuff, but she was working on a project called Robot Girl. And the Robot Girls, she didn't just make one, she made 5 of them. And that was a mistake. Because those robots, the ones that you saw, like, of this one, these ones went and turned on her. Not like killing her, like a bloody murder one. No. They did some naughty things to her body. And yeah, they did like. So Maya, or not Maya, Mina, or no, Maya, MEI, not like pregnant. And then the robots created a machine to go and get, like, because with their power thing, like what they did to her, the kids grew up so fast. So they were prepared. They're ready. And the machine that they created forces the person that's on the table to give birth automatically. Yeah. Like, they absorbed the kid into the machine. And, like, yeah. And 5 of them that do it is just weird. Then she got placed in the tube so that to keep her alive. Her body was still like, she was like producing like kids like crazy. And then they ended up going haywire, and they go and get like Ochako, Mina, Momo, Raw Girl, did the same thing. And what they did to their creator. And it was weird. Because she went from this to being like, she had handcuffs on her like wrists and her legs, and she could not even like move around. And she had to stay awake for this entire process. And her body couldn't handle it. Yeah, that was just too weird. And she couldn't even like... It was weirder than three-toed sloth and the pickleberry thing. Yeah. So, if you... That's why I put 18 plus in this video. Or in this part. They already did the other, like, what if? So this is the derpy version. So, then the only person that was still alive, or, sorry, they was still alive was Zuko. Or, because somehow, here, Zuko was like, because the cyber girls, or the robot girls, created a machine that made everyone like get mind controlled, like, but Zuko wasn't mind controlled in this what if. So yeah, and yeah, and this is the alternate like world. So I wanted to add two of these what ifs side by side, because I just thought about it, and yeah. So if you guys want me to do the full version, that's okay. I'll do it anyway. So yeah. So Zuko comes out. He realizes people are acting so like immature. That I'll just say that. Immature. And he goes around, he sees the like robot girls, or like two of them holding like, or was just walking around with like the powers things, and the third was keeping it operational, and then the other two took the remaining girls downstairs and into like tanks to keeping the cycle of life going. Basically like forcing the girls to doing that stuff. I am not going to say it because having it demonetized thing. So, what does Zuko do? He simply just be like, he killed 3 robot girls that are here. Let me show you what I mean. Like those 3, he slaughtered all 3 of them. And he shuts the machine off, so the people who went back to their house before, and they laid in their beds, so they could not remember a single thing. And like, but some of them are like, why do I hurt so bad? Like, and then Zuko only remembers it clear as day. So he goes downstairs and he sees bunch of those, like, of his classmates. Let me show you. Yeah. So, all, like, class 1A's girls and class 1B's and some of the support course ones were all lined up. The guys got put in jail cells or got locked in their rooms, except for Zuko, because Zuko somehow manages to get away. There was only one was like, or one of those. So this is kind of like the adult, like, anime version. So Zuko is like in his head of, this is weird. Why are they like getting like cycle of life booster thing? Yeah. And in that universe, there's a rule. Every time you touch someone, except for your family member, when you touch like someone else, like just a pinky on like someone else's skin that isn't your family member, you are now legally married. Yeah. So that's only when, because you're making human contact. That's why no one is like, please stay away from me, and yeah. So basically, technically everyone that was mind controlled, that was doing that immature stuff, are now legally married. Yeah. So, yeah. And this is why it's called the derpy one, not the, because it's a part of a different category. So, yeah. Please. And so Zuko sneaks around and sees one of them was working on the keeping it going. I mean, because the machine was going to making the Girls. Yeah. So, they even, because all their memories, actually Zuko had the power of infinity and zero in this what if, so I forgot to mention. Or derpy version. So he had the power of infinity and zero. So he, like, copied everyone's memories. So he had the original memories of everyone else. And so Rinko, or no, Rinko, Maya, Mei, was begging for her life, like, someone please help her, and everyone is doing that, and yeah. So yeah, this is just a weird one. So yeah. So this is just for a fun of it. So yeah. So the Zuko comes in, beats one of the robots, and then kills the other one, and he basically shuts the machine down. That's what he did with a mind controlled ray thing or beacon, and he put a bomb right next to it, and he had it set to 10 seconds or 10 minutes, and yeah, all that stuff. So then he saved everyone that day, because then when he is trying to keep it down from getting the, like, bloody nose thing and all that stuff, because they had, like, swimsuits on, or like the bra on and the shirt, but their pants, like, from a waist down, they had no pants or underwear on. And yeah, they had that little whatever. So yeah. So please leave a like, share, subscribe. And everything came out perfect. So bye.